When the red light hit in the Graham Norton studio, no one expected the night to turn into a full-blown fashion showdown. The cameras caught Helen Mirren giving one of those classic British side glances as Meghan Markle's Balenciaga look appeared on screen during a light-hearted fashion segment. You could feel the tension through the TV. The audience chuckled. Graham tried to keep it playful, but Helen's reaction, that slow eyebrow raise, instantly became a meme. People online lost their minds. Did Helen Mirren just shade Meghan? The thing is, Helen didn't even have to say much. It was the tone, the timing, and that effortless poise that made everyone think she'd said volumes without a single word. The conversation spiraled, online fans replaying the clip in slow motion, breaking down every facial twitch. And in influencer circles, it became the moment of the week, a seasoned Hollywood queen versus a duchess turned celebrity entrepreneur. It wasn't cruel, just classic Helen, cool, precise, and maybe a little bit tired of Meghan's endless brand parade. Viewers noticed that when Graham tried to compliment Meghan's bold Balenciaga ensemble, Helen gave a little laugh and said something like, "Well, not everyone needs to try that hard." The audience gasped. It wasn't a direct insult, but it was enough to send Twitter into overdrive. Within minutes, clips flooded TikTok with captions like, "Helen said what we were all thinking," and "This is how you do classy shade." Whether she meant it or not, Helen had just reignited one of the internet's favorite debates. Is Meghan's style empowerment or ego? For days afterward, talk shows and reaction channels ran with it. Some defended Meghan, arguing that she's experimenting with high fashion and deserves credit for taking risks. Others sided with Helen, saying her understated critique was a reminder that confidence doesn't need a designer label. And honestly, that's what makes this whole exchange so viral. It wasn't just about a dress, it was about identity, image, and who gets to define elegance in the spotlight. What made Helen's supposed shade hit harder was her reputation. When she reacts even
She's an
subtly,
Oscar
it carries
winner,
authority,
a style icon,
a
so
woman
when she
who has
seemed
worn
unimpressed
couture
with
and
Meghan's
made it look
look,
effortless
fans
for
treated
decades.
it like gospel.
Memes popped up comparing the two women's red carpet styles, polls asked who wore it better, and by midweek, Helen versus Meghan was trending across platforms. Meghan's camp, of course, stayed quiet. No statements, no posts, nothing. But silence speaks volumes in this kind of digital storm. Influencers analyzed the move. Was Meghan refusing to engage, or was her team calculating the perfect comeback? Either way, her absence from the conversation only made people talk more. The speculation itself became part of the show. Meanwhile, Helen's clip was shared in compilation videos titled, "Celebrities Who Aren't Afraid to Speak Their Mind." Some fans even edited it into motivational content. Confidence is saying less. It's wild how one raised eyebrow can shift an entire week's pop culture conversation. That's the kind of power legends like Helen Mirren hold decades in the industry, zero fear of trending for a day or two. By the end of the week, what started as a blink and you'll miss it TV moment had turned into a cultural flashpoint. Whether Helen truly meant to diss Meghan or just played along with Graham's banter doesn't even matter anymore. The internet crowned her the winner of the fashion face-off, and Meghan, knowingly or not, gave everyone something to argue about again. And for us creators? That's gold. Because love her or hate her, when Meghan Markle steps into the spotlight, the views follow. Social media erupted even further when fashion bloggers started posting side-by-side comparisons of Meghan's Balenciaga outfit versus Helen's iconic red carpet looks. Every detail, the cut, the colors, even the accessories, was analyzed like forensic evidence. Some fans argued Meghan's choice was daring and forward-thinking, while others claimed it was over-the-top and attention-seeking. The debate became so heated that hashtags like Team Helen and Team Meghan started trending, fueling endless comment wars. For content creators like us, it was a dream: endless engagement, endless conversation, and endless clips to react to. What really fueled the fire was the sheer charisma clash. Helen, with decades of Hollywood experience, exuded effortless authority. Meghan, modern, polished, and media-trained, represents a different kind of celebrity energy, one that thrives on public fascination. The contrast was magnetic. Every smirk, every subtle glance from Helen, felt intentional to viewers watching at home. It wasn't just a fashion critique, it was a cultural moment where two generations of star power collided, and the internet could not get enough. By the weekend, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with reaction videos dissecting every second of the Graham Norton segment. Influencers like us had to jump on the trend immediately, because moments like this explode fast. Clips of Helen's subtle expressions, combined with Meghan's poised but quiet response, became case studies in public perception and celebrity image management. Fans debated endlessly, reactions varied wildly, and all of it circled back to the same fascination, the raw, unscripted energy of watching two very different stars, one seasoned and one rising, share the same space. And in the influencer world, moments like these are pure gold: drama, glamour, and conversation that keeps audiences hooked for minutes on end.